Hi, this is Jose Perez of PCMS Consulting. I'm here today with Bob Moles, the chairman of Intero Real Estate Services. Hi Bob, how are you?
Hey Jose, I'm doing great, thank you.
Good. Bob, you've been in the real estate business for over 30 years as an agent, a manager, an owner, a seller, a corporate executive with the largest real estate organization in the world, and now chairman of Intero. What makes Intero, what Intero has accomplished since 2002 so special, and how does it fit in the whole realm of the real estate industry?
Well, the reason I got involved with Intero and what brought me back home was simply that I knew this area and I knew these guys because we'd all worked together at a previous company. And I know that Silicon Valley is the most innovative place on the planet, and this is the greatest group of real estate executives I've ever been around. And the things that come out of this valley and that these guys can bring to the real estate industry are better than anything anywhere else.
Now, Intero is not the first company that you and this team has grown. Talk about Contempo and the history of that company.
Yeah, Contempo was a company that I became the president of in 1985. Very small company at the time, and with the help of some of the people that are now involved in Intero, we grew that to the 16th largest real estate company in the United States. So we were real proud of what we accomplished there, and that then led to the opportunity to go to the East Coast and run some of the other organizations, Coldwell Banker, Century 21, ERA, and finally Sotheby's.
When you came back in 2005 and saw what was happening here, what did you see exactly, and how did that parlay into a national opportunity?
Well, because of the deep friendship that I have with all of those guys, I'd said that as they were developing what they were developing, and I kept a close eye on what they were doing, and the things that they were developing were unbelievable. They were unmatched in terms of the residential real estate business. And you have to remember, at that time I had the view of really the biggest real estate company in the world, and 3 or 4 different brands to look at. And I knew what was being created here in Silicon Valley was better. And I said, guys, I might want to come back. And when I come back, what I'd like to do is show you a way where we can leverage what you're doing in these terrific real estate offices and this brokerage business into a whole different business model. And that's really what we did.
Which was franchising. And how does, again, the audience here today are folks that are potentially interested in affiliating with Intero. How does being based in Silicon Valley impact the Intero value proposition and benefit its current and future franchisees?
Well, I know I already mentioned it, but really Silicon Valley is about innovation. I mean, the entire world is being reinvented here every single day. As I'm growing up, companies like HP, Intel, now lately Google, Yahoo, Apple, we're basically on Apple's campus. The innovation that takes place in Silicon Valley is the equivalence of what goes on in the financial arena in New York, or maybe the political arena in Washington, D.C. There's really no place like this for innovation. So you take a very talented group of real estate entrepreneurs and you put them in that environment, and you come up with products and services that are entirely different than the products and services that are being designed by other companies.
How does that translate to a broker in South Carolina or Alabama or Colorado or Florida?
I think that continually, it doesn't matter where your geography is, you want to have products that are better than your competition. You want to have products that are newer, better, that are more innovative than your competition. It gives you that slight edge in the marketplace. And there's not one single thing that'll do it, but from the training to technology to coaching, all of those things that are being developed here are different and literally superior to any place else I've been. And that's why I wanted to try to take that opportunity and expand it across the country.
And you're taking that from a perspective of someone who's kind of been at every level of the real estate industry with lots and lots of companies.
Really, well, when we were together, I had some influence over almost 300,000 sales associates, and I have a pretty good idea after this many years what other companies have, and I'm not shy about saying what Intero has is better.
Yeah. Well, bringing our relationship to fore here, you and I worked together and affiliated literally thousands of companies in the past. Why do you think Intero effectively competes with these other larger national organizations that have been around a whole lot longer than Intero?
Well, we've already talked about the innovative nature, that really the products and the services are better. But I think another thing is that this is a company that is small enough, that cares enough to help nurture that relationship in a way that I know that we just couldn't do in some of my other positions.
Okay. Where are you and the team planning on taking Intero in the future?
Well, clearly, our core market is Silicon Valley, and we have just captured the #1 market share here in Santa Clara County, the largest county in Northern California. And we sold the rights to master franchises in other counties in California, and we have a number of franchises around California. We also have owner-operators in 4 or 5 other states. So our goal would be to expand literally across the United States with good entrepreneurs. And thinking big enough, we've already had interest in countries like China, Vietnam, Panama, India. So I am not going to say that we won't even expand internationally.
Wonderful. Well, clearly the market, not just here in the U.S., but around the world, has been tough the past couple of years. Where do you think the market's going, and why should someone consider affiliation with Intero today in this environment?
Well, I think if you're a franchisee, that one of the reasons you'd want to affiliate with Intero is that just as we do with our sales associates, we help that manager, broker, owner achieve their dreams. We make them better. If you're currently in the brokerage business, I think we have a unique value proposition where we can leverage your brokerage business into a whole new business model, as we did with my former group of colleagues, into making that brokerage business also a franchisor.
Well, interesting you mentioned that, and you touched on the word reinvent a few minutes ago. What you're saying here basically is that Intero can help brokerages and agents reinvent themselves to be successful in the future?
Absolutely. I mean, the brokerage business is a great business. I've been a part of it for a very long time. But I think most brokers, when you talk to them, start saying, I know I'm in this business, I like this business, but what else is there in order to create other revenue streams? And that may come from title or escrow, or it may come from home warranties, certainly from the mortgage industry. But if somebody's running a very good brokerage operation, one of the things we'd like to expose them to is the ability to leverage their brokerage business into becoming a franchisor.
Right. Anything else you'd like to say about Intero?
No, just good luck.
Thank you.